So yeah, here I guess we have a quick example of how it actually looks like. Maybe Wendy can explain that to you.
Definitely. So, I mean, you guys are probably familiar with the, simple coupon or boarding pass or loyalty card as the front side or what the customer sees when they download that content into the mobile wallet. But some other cool features with mobile wallet is that it integrates directly to the lock screen. And this is probably the most prime real estate that you can actually have or want to have on the smartphone. If you think about everybody on their smartphones today, they will check notifications on the lock screen. I know I'm guilty of checking my notifications a lot. My WhatsApp notifications, I know Nicholas might check his Tinder notifications on his lock screen, or at least be aware of these types of notifications. But it's the most direct place or the most prime real estate is on the lock screen, where you can send a message to your customers and have them know exactly what's going on. And the beauty about mobile wallet is that it's integrated to the lock screen without you having to do anything extra. So we've got lock screen updates and dynamic content. If something were to change, let's say a consumer were to transact and you wanted to tell them that they have a new points balance, they will see that on the lock screen. Or when they are walking past your store or near your store, they can be triggered by that GPS location or triggered by a beacon, reminding them that your brand is there so that they won't forget as they're walking past. I know that when I was in Thailand, actually, I saw a lock screen notification as I was walking through Bangkok near the Central World Mall. And that reminded me, oh, I have a coupon that I can actually use. And what did I do? I actually used it. I went to the store and I was like, okay, I want to use this coupon now that it's reminded me that I have an offer that I can redeem.
Exactly.
Another cool feature, and I think this is one in which I wish more restaurants were doing, and I'll explain through an example. So we talked a little bit about lock screen integration of mobile wallet. We talked about the front, the design of the mobile wallet content, but then there's the back side to it. If you flip over, so again, mobile wallet content is dynamic. It can contain a lot of messages and information, valuable information that is. If you flip to the back of it, you actually can put much more information to provide more value to the consumer. Now, if you see on the slide here, on the right-hand side, that is an example of what the back of a pass looks like. And I guess I'll illustrate with an example. In Hong Kong, there are a ton of restaurants. I struggle to figure out where to eat for lunch every day. Yeah. And every restaurant has, different lunch sets every day. That might be changing every day as well. And I don't ever know what the lunch set is, so I don't know how to make, an informed decision. So imagine if all restaurants were to create a simple pass like this, and on the back of it, every day, maybe around 11:55, update that content to, show today's lunch sets, send a push update to all the customers that have that card in their phone. Right at 11:55 or 11:56, the customer will get it as they're stepping out of the office. They'll see, okay, today this lunch set is pulled pork sandwich. Maybe I feel like a pulled pork sandwich today. But, I guess what I'm trying to say here is mobile wallet. In this case, there is no, come to our restaurant and, get this offer, redeem this. It's more about informing the customer and keeping them informed about, what's happening at your restaurant or what's happening at your store or your location, helping them to make better and more informed decisions. So using it essentially as a communication channel.
Yeah, I would say more than as, traditional marketing strategies that tend to bombard you with useless information. In this case, you would get a more tailored message to your audience. So that's really powerful tool. Then one more thing, if in case you're using an app, for example, this doesn't mean that you have to replace it with mobile wallet content, because the two things can work very well together. So if you're already using one app to promote your stuff, you can still, for example, create coupons as mobile wallet content. Do you have any other example?
Yeah, so some of you guys might be thinking, all right, I've heard, my competition, they're all building apps, they're all doing this, or maybe you already have an app in place. We're not saying, completely forget about the app. Why not, use mobile wallet as a channel to complement your app? So if you, for example, already have an app, you can place it on the back of the Pass or on the back of the mobile wallet content. That integrates very, very nicely at the top, and you can use the mobile wallet channel as a way to increase or drive more app downloads. And vice versa. I mean, if you have an app already, you can also, there's no reason why you can't share different coupons or loyalty cards in your app. Then that gets stored in the customer's mobile wallet. And then you can track, did this person redeem this offer? And then really understand the transactional and, I guess, how your customers are acting in the real world by leveraging both channels that you already have.
Yeah.